welcome to Simply Art. Like the video on the way in, share and subscribe. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to Simply Art Virtual Summer Camp. This is lesson 2. I hope you had fun with lesson 1. And again, if you want to send me pictures of your art journal, or if you want to send me pictures of the sun catcher that you made, please do, and I'll put it on the website. So today we're going to do another activity for your art journal. This is a seek and find, which you should have in your kit. So what I want you to do is the seek and find, but before we start, we're going to work with bubbles today. And in your kit you got 3 bubbles, and you also got some tablets for color. So what I want you to do to start with is I want you to open up your bubbles, and I want you to put one of the tablets in each one of them. So put a blue tablet in one, a yellow tablet which is yellow in one, and a purple tablet which is red in the other one. And then put the lids back on. Give them a little shake and let those dissolve. And it's going to take about 10 minutes for those to dissolve, so give it time, be patient. You also had a tin from your last one, and I want you to use your tin again because you can pour some of your bubbles. You see that I poured just plain bubbles in 4 of these tins. So in this tin, I put in a red and blue tablet, and I made purple. And in this tin, I put in a yellow and blue tablet, and I made green. So make some colors, but I want you to do those first because again, it'll take a good 10 minutes for those to dissolve in there so you have the colors that you want. And then we're gonna do a project with those. While your tablets are dissolving in your bubbles, you can do your seek and find. So your seek and find is another prompt for your art journal. So what I want you to do is I want you to find the words that are listed over here: pot, flower, garden, grass, soil, water. Find them over here. And then I want you to pick the ones you want and sketch those in your art journal. So you want to sketch a pot, you want to sketch a flower, you want to sketch a whole garden, and then put those in your art journal. And then you can color this in and save it. So I was thinking about your art journal today. You know how sometimes when you go back to school at the first of the year, your teacher will say to you, write a little story about what you did over the summer? Well, your art journal can be that story. You can keep track of everything you do all summer long with pictures or little notes. And then at the end of the year, at the end of the summer, the beginning of the school year, you already have your story made. You can look back at it. You can look at your vacation. Take your journal with you on your vacation. Save some seashells or some, I don't know, little flowers from the place that you stayed. Whatever, you know, if you have a napkin from a restaurant that you went to or something like that. Make it a memory for yourself. So this is your first part. You're going to put your tablets in, make your colors. If you want pink, let's say, then do a half of a red tablet, so it'll be lighter. I'll make a pink one too. And then do your seek and find, and then come back because then we're gonna do an activity with your bubbles, okay? I'll see you in a few minutes. Have fun. Hi everyone, did you have fun doing your word search and you put some sketches in your art journal? I'd love to see those, so remember you can send those to me. And if you don't want them put on the website, then just tell me you want to show me them, but you don't want them on the website, that's fine too. I just love to see them. So we did this part of it, and now we're back, and I hope you got some things from the yard because we're going to use those. And by now, your bubbles should be dissolved. They should be nice and dissolved. So what we're going to do is bubble painting. I want to show you, I've got here, you've got 2 pieces of paper. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to open up your bubbles now. And you're going to grab your sticks out of there. Mine's backwards. And we're going to blow bubbles and make painting. You want your bubbles just to drop on your paper and let them stay there because that's where the color comes from. And stir it a little bit when you do it because you want to mix that color. And this one's yellow. You can just see the little drop of yellow there. Get them all over your paper. This is going to be an abstract bubble art. Let me try a different color here. This color is blue. I think the blue and the green, the purple, they show up a little bit better than the yellow one. See, you're starting to see color here. And when you're doing your bubble painting, it's going to be light. When it dries, and you need to give it a little bit of time to dry, probably a good hour, then you're going to have really good color. Whoa, excuse me, those bubbles got my nose. Sorry. Let's go to another color. This one is red. Get some red on there. My bubbles are blowing away. You can see, I can catch this. Oh, I didn't catch it. But you can see when you blow your bubbles, there's color in the bubble, which is really pretty. See how I've got bubbles here? I'm gonna let those sit there for a little bit. Now, I also want to show you something else. I added some colors over here. I made a yellow, and over here I made a pink. And if you want that lighter pink, then just add a little bit more bubbles to it and it'll make it lighter. But I also want to show you this. On your list of items that you got in your kit, I told you that you might need some tape and you might need some netting from, oranges or lemons or, any kind of fruit, and a little water bottle. And the reason is because I want to show you how to make a really cool bubble blower. And if you don't have these with you right now, then you can pause the video and you can get the items that you need: scissors, a little water bottle, some kind of tape, not Scotch tape, a little bit heavier, and some netting. And this is a really flexible little water bottle here. I took the lid off of it, and I'm going to just squeeze the bottom and pinch it, and I'm just going to snap that little snip there. And then I'm going to go all the way around the water bottle, just like that. And now it's open. Now we're going to take a little piece of the netting. We just want a little round piece that'll cover the bottom. So however big the bottom is. And this does not need to be neat. We just need a piece of netting to cover the bottom of this. And your netting, see, mine's a little bit short. Your netting will stretch, so you can stretch it across. Just like that. I'm gonna let that sit for just a second because I need my tape. Now, I'm using this great big masking tape, which you don't need anything this big, but it's what I had. So use what you have. Sometimes you have those pretty colored masking tapes, that'll work. Electrical tape will work. Really, anything heavier than Scotch tape will work. So I'm gonna cut this. Oops. Maybe I'm not gonna tear it. There. I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna turn my bottle upside down, and I'm just gonna wrap the tape around the edge of the netting so it holds the netting in place. So just pick a starting point and then just go around your bottle, and as you go, pull your netting down and tape. Pull your netting down and tape. Pull your netting down and tape. And I got a little bit too much tape, but that'll work. Okay, so now this is what it should look like. So what you're gonna do with this one is, I like to dunk it in these. So you just dunk it in there, get that netting wet, and then blow. Woo! Do it outside so you don't make a mess. Look at all the bubbles you get. Isn't that crazy? And it's all got color in it. See all that beautiful color? Let's pick another color. Let's pick some green. We haven't used green. Ooh. Let's pick some pink. Maybe you want to make orange. Do you remember how to make orange? Red and yellow? Red and yellow make orange, so you can make a red one. I put yellow here. Mix and match your colors. Look at that big bubble. Look how pretty the bubbles are. Just that if you can see in here the designs, look at the designs that the bubbles make. Aren't they beautiful? So keep going. Make as many bubbles as you want. Cover as much as you want to cover. I want you to cover the whole page. Don't just do the middle. Do the whole page. Get it nice and big. And so this is your bubble maker that you're going to make. But you can also go back to your other ones. If you want a little splash of red over here, then use a little one. And when you're ready, you can pop your bubbles. See how you pop your bubbles and you get that design? Look at those designs. Look at all these little tiny bubbles. Aren't those beautiful? So, this is what it looks like wet. And you can, like I said, cover this whole page. Give it a lot of color. Have fun with this. Have a really good time. So we're going to put this one aside because we're going to do another one. On this one, remember we got stuff from the yard? We're going to make a design. Now, if you don't have stuff from the yard, that's okay too. If you want to cut out, if you want to take a piece of blank paper and you want to cut out a design, then do that. You can cut out a flower, or you can cut out a star or a heart or a moon or whatever you want to do. Actually, let me just do this. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Put that aside for a minute. I don't know when I put my scissors. Oh, here they are. So, let's say you want to do a heart, because everybody likes to draw hearts. So I'll show you an easy way to do a heart. Fold your paper in half. You start at the edge like this, and you go up a little bit, and then immediately you come back around like this, and then keep angling down, and then you want to come all the way over, and you want to aim for that corner. And there's your heart. Pretty cool. So, if you don't want to use this, I'll do a heart here. And I got these leaves from the yard, which I got all wet, but that's okay. And I'm just going to lay those out for you to see what I'm talking about. And I'm going to put a rock in the middle. So see, I've got kind of a daisy going here. This is pretty already. Now, you're going to take your bubbles and you're going to blow them onto your paper. If you're using paper like this, you're going to need to hold it down a little bit. Get all kinds of colors. I like when it splatters. I think it looks really pretty when it splatters. Wind is blowing a little bit in my yard, so I need to go this way a little bit because my bubbles are blowing off my paper. So what I want you to do with this is, I want you to have a good time, but again, fill the whole paper with color, and you're going to have to let this dry completely. But let me see. My little heart's popping up. So let this dry completely. And then after it dries completely, pull your design up. You have a little heart here, which is really fun. And then if you look here, mine's still wet, so it's not as clear. But if you look close, you can see the shape of the heart. And you'll have a beautiful bubble painting with designs on it. So let those dry completely before you do it. So that's our lesson for today. I hope you had fun. Please send me pictures. I would love to see them. And please let me know if there's something that you liked about the lesson. That would be great. I also want to tell you, after you're finished completely and you pull your heart or your design up, or even your painting that you did like this, you can use this if you want to as a background. So you can do a couple things with it. You can look at this and you can see if you find any design in here that you want to color. You know how sometimes when you look at the clouds and you try to pick a picture, like I'm gonna look at this and I see an elephant. Do you see the elephant? Here's the eyes, here's the top, here's the trunk, legs, here's the back of it. So if you want to, then you can take your pencils and you can sketch your elephant or whatever it is that you see in your painting. So mine, I totally see an elephant here, and here's its eyes. So there's my elephant. Isn't that great? That's so much fun. Or you can use it as a background and just make a completely different picture, whatever picture you want it to be. You can also, when you pull up your designs, so I can go in here and I can actually draw a line to mark out my color. And if I want to now, I can color this in, or I can leave it white. It's up to you. This is your art project. I'm gonna pull these up, even though they're not dry. See, what happens when you pull it up and they're not dry is you get some of the leaves, but you don't get all of them. So you really wanna let your design dry, your bubble painting dry before you pull up your items that you laid down on it. So that's our art lesson for today. Have fun, please have fun. And let me know what you think of it. Send me some pictures. I really want some pictures. Also, don't forget, next week, we are gonna be doing some activities with sticks. So you're gonna need 6 of them. Please get me some 6 sticks, okay? And I will see you next week. Have a great time. I hope you enjoyed it.